The offseason blueprint came to life last night. Pair up two of the best players in baseball and prepare for liftoff. The show is spectacular, one for the ages, as the Yankees go clubbing in dramatic fashion, flexing for all to see. And others can come through the velvet ropes of the hottest place in town, a modern-day murderer's row, lofting parabolic bombs in the Bronx, and then strike a pose. There's nothing to it as you dance to another victory. Well, it was raining earlier in the morning, but it has passed through, and now it is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the Seattle Mariners. Final game of a four-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball. Along with Todd Frazier, I'm Michael Kay. Yankees looking for a split of this four-game series. They lost the first two games. They won last night behind the power that we just showed you. So let's take a look at the pitching matchup in this one. It's the Home Depot getting it done pitching matchup. Luis Castillo, he's always pitched well here in the Bronx, 3.28 ERA so far this year. And Luis Gil, wow, what can you say about Luis Gil coming off a spectacular start? He's been great.
Yeah, he's exceeded all expectations this year. Coming in spring training, we didn't know what to expect. We knew he had a lively fastball. He's got a nasty slider as well. 14 strikeouts his last outing. That's a Yankee rookie record. He's been doing awesome. Looking to do big things here to salvage his four-game series, getting 2 wins.
Well, if you take a look at the numbers, they jump off the page. 14 strikeouts is a Yankee rookie record, as Todd said. 16th game with 14 or more strikeouts in franchise history. That includes the postseason. And then you see the other numbers, all outstanding. So Gil has done the job. He stepped into the rotation with the injury to Garrett Cole. Well, at the start, we told you about the combination of Judge and Soto, both clicking at the same time. Scary. Aaron Boone talks about that with Meredith Morakovitz when we return right here on Yes.
Yankees baseball on Yes. Series finale between the Yankees and the Mariners coming your way in just a few minutes. Hey, everyone. I'm Meredith Morakovitz. The Yankees managed 7 runs yesterday, all via the home run. Juan Soto had 2. Aaron Judge got in on the action. When Judge and Soto both homer in a game, the Yankees are 3-0. When they both drive in a run, they are 9-0 on the season. Earlier, I asked Aaron Boone how deadly this lineup can be when both Judge and Soto are locked in.
It's got to be a little daunting for the other side. I'm sure, knowing they're back-to-back there, left and right-handed, obviously, and probably constantly on your mind as the lineup's getting ready to turn over, knowing what they're capable every time they come to the plate. So I'm certainly glad they're on our side, and it's been fun to watch those two guys connect, grow together, be back-to-back in the lineup every day, and just kind of, I think, feed off each other, learn from each other, and really create quite a tandem.
The Yankees have now blasted 73 home runs on the season. That leads all of Major League Baseball. Luis Gil will try to follow up his dominant performance from last time out, where he managed 14 strikeouts. Gil gets the ball next, right here on Yes.
Support by Yale New Haven Health, powering medical breakthroughs. By FanDuel. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. And by Hyundai. With a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. Wow, it's an awful early morning, but the city illuminated by the sun right now, and it's turning into a lovely afternoon. We'll have baseball right here on Yes. The Yankees have taken the field. Luis Gil taking his warm-ups, and we're taking a look at Seattle's starting lineup, brought to you by TikTok. J.P. Crawford, the shortstop, leads off. Dylan Moore at second, bat second. Then Luke Raleigh in left field hits third. Middle of the order, Garver, Canzone, and Rodriguez. And then the bottom third, it's Rojas, France, and Zavala. And they've got a tough customer on the mound. That is Luis Gil. His numbers are very good. This will be his 10th start, 5-1, 2.39, 62 strikeouts, 49 innings. Todd, let's check out the Nissan pitcher's scouting report.
Yeah, if you haven't heard it yet, his last outing, rookie record, 14 Ks versus the White Sox. We'll see if he can get close to that or match it today. I would say establish the fastball. Hitters are batting 167 against that pitch, and be yourself. You don't have to do too much. Know what you've done so far and trust what got you here.
We're about ready to go here at the stadium. Crawford's ready. Gil is ready. And let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch swung on and fouled back, and we are underway. Alex McKay, the home plate umpire. Lance Barksdale, the crew chief at first. DJ Rayburn at second. Nick Lentz is over at third. Mariners come in at 27 and 23. They're in first place in the West. Yankees 34 and 17. They're in first place in the American League East. One and two. Coming out firing, 97 miles an hour.
Yeah, and you love to see it, especially early day game. He hasn't played many of these. Establish that heat.
Strike three. Crawford gets rung up. Let's check out the Yankees defense presented by Defender. Verdugo, Judge, and Soto left to right in the outfield. Infield, Cabrera, Volpe, Torres, and Rizzo. That's third to first. Stands the DH. Trevino behind the plate catching Gil. Here's Dylan Moore. Check swing, ground ball first. Rizzo takes it himself, 2 down. All right, Todd, we go to work. The keys to the game brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Yeah, pretty much a power surge yesterday. 4 home runs. All of the outfielders from the Yankees, Verdugo, Judge, Soto. 2 coming from Soto. Stick to form. Power hitting, great pitching. That equals success. And let's get a happy flight here. Going to California, 10 days. Win this one. Happy flight.
There's Luke Raley. Swing and a miss. Early returns positive for Gil, coming off that great game last time. Looks sharp here early. 1-1.
With a veteran of Trevino back there, whatever's going to work, he's going to keep pounding the zone, and it's been that fastball.
All right, let's see what the scouting report says about Alex McKay. Pitcher friendlies, only in his 5th big league season. More high strikes, more low strikes. High fly ball, shallow right center. Backing up is Volpe. He says, I've got it, and he does, and that'll do it. As Seattle goes down in order against Gil, and the Yankees coming to bat. Against Gil. So here's the Yankee starting lineup brought to you by TikTok. Volpe, Soto, and Judge. That's the top of the order. Verdugo, Stanton, and Rizzo in the middle. And the bottom third is Torres, Cabrera. Jose Trevino will catch and bat ninth. The veteran right-hander Luis Castillo on the mound. His 11th start, 4 and 5, 3.28. More than a strikeout per inning. He's allowed 7 home runs. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Yeah, Luis has been turning around ever since his slow start. He's had 7 quality starts. Next is the slider. Usually we talk about him. It's the changeup that's the benefactor. The equalizer's been thrown. A lot more sliders this year. We'll see if he does that today. And he is throwing heat, 95 mile-an-hour plus. But on the other end, such Judge and Verdugo have been hitting firmer pitching.
Anthony Volpe digs in with a 15-game hitting streak, 19-game on-base streak, and a strike. 5 starts against the Yankees. Castillo sports a 2.84 ERA. Teammates call him La Piedra, and that is the Rock. He is the rock of the staff, the veteran. That one is looped into left field. You know what that is? That's a 16-game hitting streak for Volpe.
Easy come, easy go. Little slider, stayed up just a little bit. All you need is one hand to hit the ball right there. Just loop it out there. And again, the hot start continues for this young man. And that's the smile we've seen all year long from him.
Here is Juan Soto, 2 home runs last night, 13 on the year, 40 RBIs. And a strike. Oh, and 2.
Yeah, and there was that changeup right there. I don't care how many times he throws that slider. You got to understand, you got to go with your bread and butter. That's the pitch he loves. That's the pitch he's been known for. Made Soto look silly on that second pitch.
Tap right back to Castillo. They get 1 on the first. It's a double play. Mariner defense presented by Defender. Raley in left, Rodriguez is in center, and Canzone over in right. In the infield, Rojas, Crawford, Moore, and France. That's third and first. Garver, the DH. Zavala gets start behind the plate, catching Castillo. So 2 down. Here's Judge. Oh and 1. A lot of baseball is off today. There's just 8 games going on. The club that Judge is part of, pretty exclusive group. 500 or more on base percentage, 10 or more doubles, 10 or more home runs. Root did it 3 times. Garrick and DiMaggio, now Judge. And there's ball 4. So Judge now has a 20-game on-base streak. Game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. 71 degrees. Chance of rain is 15%. Humidity is 72%. And the wind is like Todd Frazier, calm.
Sometimes.
Here is Alex Verdugo. Hammered foul.
As we know, Verdugo loves hitting against the Mariners. One of those things you get a feel for a team nonstop. You want to face them all year long.
The numbers, 355 in his career, 27 for 76. Deep center, going back J-Rod on the track. He'll make the play as he leans up against the wall. No runs a hit and 1 man left. Let's go to the second. Live same game parlay right now. New FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. Scoreless first inning as we go to the second. Mitch Garver will lead off. And a strike.
Tell you what, the pace right now is phenomenal from both Luises. That's all you can ask for as a defender. Earlier game, get the ball and go.
Lights are on here at the stadium. Kind of overcast. The sun peeks through every now and then. About 10:30 was dark. Really raining hard. Tarp was on. Grounds crew did a good job getting the field in great shape. And here we are playing baseball. Important to get this game in because the Mariners don't come back into New York, so you don't want them to travel all the way back just for a makeup game. I don't think it was ever under consideration because the rain was forecast to stop, and it has. Ground ball at third. Cabrera gets Garver, one away. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. This type of day, tough to see?
No, not really at all. 12:30 range, I would say once it gets closer to 3:34 when that sun tries to go down a little bit. Most of these stadiums, they have the best views. A couple of them here and there, but this is an absolute perfect day. Sun comes in and out a little bit.
Popped up. Cabrera gives it a look, but it's 3 rows deep. Well, the outfielders at this point do not have to deal with the sun. As we said, the lights are on here in the Bronx. Verdugo does have the glasses on as Canzone swings and misses.
You know what's good for these? Remember the old gargoyles, the flip-up shades?
Yeah.
I used to wear those all the time. You know, because I didn't like the glare sometimes from, you know, what kind of day it was. But these guys got to look fresh. I didn't care how I looked. I got to make sure I make the play.
Those are the ones you're talking about, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, there we go. Glaber bringing them back.
They play Canzone to pull in the infield. And he goes down looking. Boy, he'll look sharp.
Yes, he does. Look at this right here. Oh, right on the knees. Change up. Frozen in time. Beautiful pitch. Trevino. Nice frame job.
They drop Julio Rodriguez down in the order to number 6. He's 1 for 12 in this series.
Look at that. Oh, just nips the knee cap. That's a strike every day of the week. Yeah, the question is, you drop him to 6, one of your best hitters. You know, how is he going to react? He's a guy that's not going to, I don't think he's going to matter too much to him. He understands the situations, not hitting for much power. This might help him take a little pressure off.
1-2. The power numbers startling, just 2 home runs for J-Rod. Strike 3, painting the outside corner, and he gets J-Rod looking. 6 up, 6 down for Luis Hill. We go to the bottom of the second. Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Well, Pearson is excited to watch this afternoon's ball game with his grandmother, Amber. Great way to spend an afternoon, Pearson. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures that you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. A lot of kids at the ballpark today. As Stanton takes a pitch outside, we start the bottom of the second, 1-0. High drive, center field. Rodriguez back. He's on the track. He's at the wall. See ya. Into Monument Park. A long home run for Stanton. 1-0 Yanks. Here's Rizzo.
Tell you what, Stanton said, don't forget about me. I know how to go deep, too. Way back dead center field. Man, wasting no time.
That hit the ledge of the black window out there and then dropped into Monument Park.
Two-seamer. Stayed right out over. You saw from Giancarlo, he wasn't wasting any time. He kept his feet in the box. Didn't want to say, you know what? I'm getting that one-heater and I'm going to drive it. Explosion to the ball. Good extension, hands follow through, eyes to the bat. This guy's got some pop too, as we know.
12 home runs for Stanton. 27 ribbies. Grounded to first. France flips to Castillo. One down.
Look at here. Short and sweet. He's cut down on his movement over the years. Boone knew it. One clap. Man, you go dead center out there. That's where the all-time greats live.
Tied for fifth most in the American League with the 12 homers. Judge has 14. Soto has 13. Yankees lead the majors now with 74 home runs. Next up, the Orioles with 69.
They do come in bunches. Always said, when guys get hot, when teammates are hitting home runs, who's next? And right now it's Stanton.
A lot of worry about Stanton coming into this year. Injury ravaged last season. Didn't give the Yankees what they thought they were to get from him as Torres drives one into left center, picks up a single. But Stanton came into camp in a different sort of shape. He's always in good shape. A little leaner, not as heavily muscled, trying to cut down on the lower body injuries. And he's done a good job, Todd.
Yeah, and you see people always talk about, why isn't he running hard? Well, no, this is what Stanton does now. You got to understand, he's got to control how he runs. He's got to control what he does, how he prepares. And as you get older, change is not necessarily a bad thing.
Ground ball, second base. They get one. No return throw as Cabrera reaches on the 4-6 fielder's choice.
And Michael, going back to Stanton for a little bit, I almost have to laugh remembering back to spring training when he came in. The difference in his physique was jarring. Aaron Boone was asked multiple times throughout the first couple of weeks, do you think this is going to affect his power? Do you think he's still going to be able to hit the same amount of home runs? And Aaron Boone just smiled and said the power is there. The power will always be there. And we have seen that throughout the course of this season. And another thing, Michael, he and Aaron Boone speak a lot about off days, trying to make sure he continues to remain on the field. There's constant conversation between the two of them to make sure he remains healthy and productive for the Yankees this season.
Yeah, they could, I'd say, I mean, if they got 140 games out of him, I think they'd be really happy.
Without a doubt. 130, 140, that's perfect range.
Trevino lost one to right field. Going back is Canzone. Was a foul ball as it kept slicing away. You brought up the running, and I hear that a lot too. Why doesn't he run hard? Well, that's what he has.
That's it.
That's it. That's how he runs now. And if there was an attempt to even go faster, he probably would pull something in the lower body.
Yeah, and I think you think about Luis Rojas at third. He has to be careful when he sends them. Beating out balls to first base, where, you know, back in the day he stole a lot of bases too. So you just got to prepare for that. And the managers always told me, what do you got today? I got 60%. Well, give me all that 60% or whatever you have.
Just missed. 1-2 on Trevino.
It's a matter of keeping him on the field. If you can handle that, then okay, so be it.
Ground ball up the middle and past Gets to diving Crawford in the center field for a base hit. Stopping at second, Oswaldo Cabrera Trevino, who really has hit very well this year. He picks up a single with 2 outs.
Again, slider. Just enough out over the plate to reach out to get that knock. Crawford, close. Can't say enough about Jose, man. Comes in, day out, puts his work in. Helps Austin Wells learning how to call pitches. Platinum Gold Glove winner. This guy's been doing it.
Here's Volpe. Singled in the first. Has a 16-game hitting streak and also a 20-game on-base streak. So he's at 16. 40 more he ties DiMaggio.
That's a long way.
If you think about that, I mean, it was sick. That was a sick hitting streak.
That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, you got to be on some kind of heater doing that.
And then he had it stopped in game 57, and I believe then it was 17 more after that. 1-2. Two on Volpe. Yankees lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of the second inning. A Thursday matinee here in the Bronx. Along with Todd Frazier and Meredith Morakovitz, I'm Michael Kay. We thank you for spending part of your afternoon with us right here on Yes. Grounded to second. Moore flips to Crawford, and that'll do it. But the Yankees get on the board, and they get on the board in a loud fashion. The DH, Giancarlo Stanton, sends one where the ghosts live, Monument Park. And when it lands, it's 1-0 Yankees. This is brought to you in part by Bet365. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. By Buick, visit your local tri-state Buick dealers. And by the New York Lottery, get out there and play. Pretty cool moment in baseball history. Father and son playing together. Same outfield. Both of them hit a home run in the same game. A game in Anaheim. Rojas leads off the third. First pitch is a strike.
I was very fortunate to know them both with the Cincinnati Reds. Senior was an awesome guy. Junior gave me some pointers over the home run derby. The people you meet in this game, man.
That's baseball royalty right there. High pop-up. Right side of the infield. Gleyber Torres puts it away. Father-son. Both going deep in the same game. There's Senior. Junior said, well, wait. No, I've got to do it. Off of Kirk McCaskill.
That had been a really good moment for him. Father, for sure.
Franz fouls it away. Yankees lead 1-0 on the 445-foot home run off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Two on Franks. France battling. Soft ground ball, third base. Cabrera. 2 away.
A lot of soft contact from Luis Gil. Pitching on both spots, both corners. Something we're similar to seeing all year long.
Here's Zavala. Raleigh caught the first 3 games, day game after night game. Had the backup in there. Batting ninth and catching. He takes the first pitch strike. Cabrera fields to the glove side. And how about Luis Gil? He is perfect through 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Coverage cam, a lot of good deeds today at the stadium. The Yankees presented a check to Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Bronx Educational All-Star Day here at the stadium. A lot of kids honored with a ball game at the ballpark. And then we go to Tom's River Field of Dreams. And Todd, you're involved in this.
Yes, this is Tom's River Field of Dreams in my hometown. Christian Kane and his wife Mary had a tragic accident for his son. Can't move anymore, has to be in a mobile chair, and then we came up with this nice park to have, and we have a little Todd Frazier organization where we play baseball with about 50 or 60 special needs kids, and it's a joyous time over the summer and fall.
Well, that's awesome. Good work by you.
Appreciate it.
0-2 on Soto as we start the bottom of the 3rd. Coors Light beating the pressure. This guy doesn't seem like he feels pressure. You see, this homestand, 375, 4 home runs, 6 ribbies, slugging, 917. Soto wrapped into a double play in the 1st inning. 2-2.
Seems like when he gets the 2 strikes, he gets more dangerous. Seeing pitches a little bit better.
So many hitters go into a defense mode at 2. Were you like that with 2 strikes?
No, I was still swinging out of my shoes.
Same
that was the problem. Until in my last couple of years, I had a 2-strike approach. But whenever I got to 2 strikes, it just seems like the pressure for some reason was more and more. But with hitters like this, he doesn't care. Let's go. It doesn't matter. I need 1 pitch to hit.
Would you have been a different player if what you learned late you applied early?
Not necessarily. I think would have taken away power a little bit. I wasn't a field guy. I was a swinger. You know, I'm trying to come out of my shoes on the first couple swings, and then maybe go opposite field. But in the beginning of my career, it was more opposite field, and then at the end, I said, you know what, the power's diminished a little bit. Let me try and go wrap it around the left field foul pole instead. And the pitching's gotten better, as we all know.
I mean, everybody that's at this level is the elite. I mean, even the 26th guy on the team was the best in their town. Is this guy just on a different level, though, Todd?
Different level than everybody else. And you saw it when he was with the Nationals. Just came through after every at-bat. Got better and better. And now he got to stare down a little bit. 2 buddies from old times there. This is the exciting part. All in good fun, though. Yep, he got away with that one, he's saying.
Swing and a miss. Soto, frustrated, bangs his bat on home plate. Let's check out That swing as he chased the pitch up and away. Check out stats with Lowe's. See where Judge is in all the big categories. This is after a slow start, remember. First in extra base hits, doubles, walks, and second in OPS. Kyle Tucker leads in OPS. OPS, for those new to it, on base percentage plus slugging. That's the number that people inside look at more than batting average.
Yep. Easier said than done. It's power. How much you got?
He's got a lot. Deep to center field. Rodriguez back. Track. Wall. See ya. Into the Yankee bullpen. A home run for Judge. His 15th. It's 2-0 Yanks.
Kind of alluded to that a little bit. What kind of power does he have? What kind of question is that? Man, another opposite field home run. The most in major leagues.
Verdugo lost one down the left field line. Rarely makes the play in fair territory for the second out.
Tell you what, when he is right, another two-seamer right out over the center part of the plate, not trying to do too much, stay center of the ball. And if you could stop a picture right there on impact, put that poster in your room, kids, because that's the way you want to hit a baseball. The most consistent power hitter there is in baseball.
0-1 on Stanton.
You guys are in for a treat here at the stadium. You don't know who's going to hit him, but you know Judge. When he does, it's going to be a mammoth shot.
Sky high pop-up. As Moore puts it away, and that'll do it. But the Yankees go to the power source again. Aaron Judge sends one deep into the Yankee bullpen. And when it lands amongst the relievers, it's 2-0 Yanks. Cadillac scoreboard, Yankees lead 2-0. We go to the fourth inning, top of the Seattle order. And Crawford sprays one the other way foul. Hill feeling it, working quickly, throwing strikes, aggressive on the mound. Coming off that 14 strikeout performance, feeling good about his stuff.
First 10 batters, 9 strikes on that first pitch he's been throwing. Getting ahead of batters, like you said, leads to success.
Aaron Boone was talking before the game about how while he was out coming back from Tommy John surgery, studied, learned the craft, works behind the scenes in the classroom all the time. Nice play by Volpe. He can't get a handle and fires to first as Crawford reaches. And they give him a hit. First base runner.
That's one of those. You make the play quickly, and the clock is ticking in your brain saying, I got to go, I got to go. He had plenty more time. I know if you talk to him, he's going to say, you know what, that's one I got away.
Strike to Dylan Moore.
See Crawford here. Nice line drive. Looking a couple times, understanding I got to go. Infield single.
Fly ball shallow left center. Verdugo gets out of the way of Judge. Judge makes the play. One away.
Judge coming in. You better get out of the way. Verdugo said, okay, my bad. I got you.
Here's Raley. One and 0. Two 2-0 Yankees. Couple of home runs. Stanton and Judge. It's the 40th time that Stanton and Judge have homered in the same game. The previous 39 times the Yankees are 35-4 in those games when they home run. Foul ball, 2-1. You know, the Mariners still lead in the West, and they're helped by the fact they're on a very long road trip. And while they're on this long road trip, Texas has lost 9 of 11. So the Mariners continue to hold that lead in the West. Now, talking to some Mariner people before the game, and they're just concerned about the hitting. They feel the pitching is there to win a championship, but they got to hit better than they've hit. As Raley swings and misses. You know, they came into this 4-game set as a team hitting 228, and no team who has ever hit under 230 has ever made the playoffs. So they've got to find some offense.
Yeah, and then as a pitcher, it's going to be frustrating. If you're not putting up the numbers, putting up the runs, what else can they do? You also think, you know, when it comes to buying and trading guys up in the deadline too as well, it might have to make a move if they're in this situation.
Still 2-2. That one gets past Trevino, allowing Crawford to go to second.
And it looked like a little two-seamer. Just got away from him. You don't see that too often from Jose.
You know, one of the things they tried to do with this offense is cut down on the strikeouts, because they felt they struck out too much last year. They got rid of Eugenio Suarez, Teoscar Hernandez, and Jared Kelenic, who accounted for 35% of the strikeouts last year, but they still strike out more than any team in baseball. And I think you trade strikeouts, Todd, for home runs, but they're not leading the majors in home runs.
Yeah, they're not doing that either. So it's that, what are you benefiting? You know, if people are going to strike out, the pitching's gotten better. You know, how are they doing the runners in scoring position? Are they getting on base? That's what you should be worrying about.
Swing and a miss as Heel wins that long battle. Raley goes down on strikes.
Been throwing that fastball a lot. Went 3-2 change after a couple foul balls. Pretty good pitch to hit, but when you're seeing the heat, a little change of pace will get you.
Kind of a smart play here by Matt Blake. A long at bat there. He goes out just to give him a little bit of a blow.
Yeah, no, and Matt Blake's been doing it all this year, man. You got to give credit to him. He knows what he's doing. He trusts his guys. You got a rookie here that has been so good this year. Let's talk it out. Let's see where you're at. Nice pitch, he's probably saying. Way to figure that one out. Got a run around second base, 2 outs. Let's focus on getting this guy here, and Mitch Garver.
New customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins.
So a 10-pitch at bat with Raley, and Raley struck out. So 2 outs, runner at second base. Here's Garver.
You know, to go back to that mound visit, maybe it's something he saw in him. Hey, man, you're pulling off your shoulder too quick, or, you know, you're coming through your hands too fast. Like something that Matt Blake saw. That could be another reason why he went out there, and I don't see a problem in that at all.
1-1.
That is knowing your pitchers, and pitchers having trust in their pitching coach.
Rip foul. Well, fans, go to @YesNetwork on X and vote for the Montefiore Einstein Player of the Week. Is it number 1, Juan Soto? Number 2, Aaron Judge? Or number 3, the guy on the mound, Luis Gil? Well, Mariners making him work this inning. Still 2-2. Three and 2 on Garver with Canzone on deck. Fly ball left field. Verdugo is there, and that'll do it. Mariners get it on the bases for the first time, but still they don't get on the board. 2-0 Yanks. Flight Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. Cadillac scoreboard, 2-0 Yankees. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and swing and a miss by Rizzo, 0-1. Yankees looking for the win, which would give them a split of the 4-game set after losing the first 2. And then they would head out west. Flight would be a little bit shorter off a win. And there it is, gets plunked again. Anthony Rizzo takes first.
Anthony Rizzo climbing in the ranks of hit by pitches. That's a simple one right there. I don't know how you stand there and just take it, but he's been doing it for a long time. Little shin burger right there.
220 hit by pitches.
It's a lot.
No, 219. I gave him 1. I shouldn't have. 219. Ground it. Foul. The amazing thing about him, Todd, he doesn't show any urgency to get out of the way. Like, no, you want to hit me, hit me.
Yeah, no, I'm jumping out of the way every time. Just that's my reaction. He just takes it like a man.
Tough dude. Grounded to short. There's 1, and there's 2. Let's take a look at Castillo's arsenal on StatCast 3D by Google Cloud.
Yeah, 3 pitches, fastball, slider, change. Sinker kind of plays off all those. Changeup is his best pitch. We've seen a lot of that today. Throws in the mid to upper 90s. Yeah, huge difference with Seattle and Cincinnati. The percentages have gone down of that changeup, which was once one of the best changeups in baseball a couple years ago.
Hit sharply and past to Rojas into left field. A base hit for Cabrera.
Good swing there by Oswaldo, coming in batting eighth today. Sharp liner. Third base, all you got to do is react. Hopefully the ball goes in the glove. That's by you. Nothing really you can do there, Rojas. Next time.
Pitch outside to Trevino. Just to update you on Rizzo's hit by pitch. So 219, that's 8th all time. 7th next up for Anthony is Dan McGann, who had 230 hit by pitches. And Dan McGann was the first baseman for the John McGraw, Christy Mathewson Giants teams in the early 1900s. Dan McGann sounds tough.
It really does. You think of the names when they're first born. What's a good name for my son with this last name? We'll call him Dan, the man McGann.
And he won't mind getting hit by pitches.
No. Those are guys,
Dan McGann.
Those guys you don't want to see at a bar or anything either.
High pop-up. Crawford makes the play, and that'll do it. No runs a hit, no errors, and one man left. Let's go to the 5th.
Brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. DJ LeMahieu is scheduled to play in a rehab game tonight with Hudson Valley. He could join the roster as early as next week during that Angels series. Aaron Boone said when he does come back, he's going to be playing third base just about every day. Guys, I imagine there's going to be some element of easing DJ LeMahieu back into it. Also noteworthy, Garrett Cole is set to throw another live session this weekend. And Ian Hamilton was in the clubhouse today. He'll be activated at some point in time on this West Coast trip.
Thank you, Meredith. We go to the 5th inning. Canzone leads off against Heel, fouls the first pitch back. Canzone struck out in the 2nd inning. Good change there.
Oh, wait. That one fell off the table. Looks like a strike, and then sorry about you.
Couldn't hold up. Canzone down on strikes. 5th strikeout for Heel, and the 5th Yankee strikeout brought to you by Audi and the 2024 Audi Q5. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Very uncomfortable bat right there. Swung at 2 pitches outside the zone. That's what Luis does.
Here's Rodriguez.
Again, just a high 2-seam fastball. You get caught in between.
You know, Heel didn't pitch last year because of the Tommy John recovery. And Aaron Boone was asked before the game about, is there an innings limit on him? And the thought process on innings limits, fly ball left field, has changed considerably. So Boone said no. He said because what they do now is they monitor how a guy's pitching, and they have all these cameras and Rapsodo, and they could look exactly if you're dropping your arm 1/4 of an inch, even less than that, and they'll see if there is something that manifests fatigue. If there isn't, they'll keep him going.
Yeah, and that seems like a lot of work for one, but for two, when you got a guy this young and he's now establishing himself, yeah, you want to take every different angle to make sure he's doing everything right.
Well, he's doing everything right here as he works another 1-2-3 inning. As the Mariners go down in order, we're halfway through. The Yankees up by 2. The Yankees kick off a 9-game, 10-day West Coast swing with a matchup against the San Diego Padres. Pre-game coverage begins at 9 with first pitch scheduled for 9:40. And remember, if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Yes app for free. Volpe leads off here in the bottom of the fifth, 2-0 Yankees. Foul ball, 0-1. Volpe is 1 for 2. Want to send out birthday wishes to one of my favorite people I've ever met in baseball. Buck Showalter turned 68 today.
God, I love Buck. Love watching him on TV and then playing against him. Best of both worlds. Happy birthday, Buck.
0-2. Can't believe he's 68. I mean, he was eyeing the sky for the Yankees. I think he was 35, 34 years old. Time flies. Did he go? Nope, he did not. Good call.
Yes, it was.
Three and two.
There's been a couple of bats here for the Yankee hitters that have gone down 0-2 and come back. Soto, one of them. This kid's starting to understand his swing and understand what he can do.
Ground ball to short. Crawford. One down here in the fifth. Cooking up something special with Hexclad. Most multi-home run games since 2023. Matt Olson has 8. Aaron Judge and Juan Soto each with 7. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. Soto's 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a strike from Castillo. Castillo came into this game on a roll, made 7 straight starts of 6 or more innings and no more than 2 earned runs. It's the longest streak by a Mariner since James Paxton did it way back in 2017. Soto wrapped into a double play in the first, grounder back to Castillo, and then struck out in the third. Third time against the pitcher, he's hitting over 400. So let's see how this one turns out. 2-1.
It's like it's only a matter of time. He's going to do something in every one of these games he's playing.
Two and two. Three and two. Castillo, 31 years old. Soto, 25. And Soto works a walk.
He had a 10 pitch at bat before that and then gets the walk here. Back in the third. There he is. Yankee captain going right center. Another monster home run for him. This outfield tandem has been doing some awesome things this year for the Yankees.
Looking for home run number 2 there. 0-1. Game on base streak. You see the numbers. Home run and a walk today.
I mean, besides the 2 home runs he's given up, Castillo, 16 first pitch strikes at 21 batters. He hasn't thrown that bad of a game.
Two and one on Judge. Well, you see Judge's standings with all the big categories, first, second. And then you consider that the first 3 weeks of April, he's essentially in spring training mode, hitting 190. So he's done a lot of hitting in a short amount of time.
And there was all panic mode setting in, too, with the Yankee faithful. People are trying to break down his swing. You know, sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's just getting used to playing again.
Good pitch, but just missed. 3-1. Missed low and away, and a walk to Judge. So walk to Soto, walk to Judge first and second. That brings up Verdugo. I think Castillo wanted strikes on, though. He's looking into McKay as if to say, where was that? Alex Verdugo with a fly ball to center and a fly ball to left. He's 0 for 2.
Little auto take there. So hard to do as a professional. You know, so you know what? He's frustrated. See if he comes in an off speed. He got the right pitch, and now I can look for one to hit.
Todd, he looks so like comfortable, almost like he's on the waiting at a bus stop. His hands aren't tight. I mean, the bat's just kind of hanging there.
Well, he breeds confidence, and I think you saw that in Boston too as well. Wears the chains, got the swagger going. He breeds it, and people build off that, especially here in the Bronx. You got a couple guys like that.
Up the middle and grabbed there by Crawford. He flips to second. The throw gets away. Everybody reaches, and the bases are loaded for the Yankees. Valiant attempt by Crawford, but they couldn't complete the force at second to get Judge.
Yeah, one of those situations where you got to find a way to get an out, especially with one. Goes to his left on the opposite side of second base, comes up and tries flipping it in and out of his glove to make the barehanded play there by Moore. Tough play all around. I think if he had a little more time, he'd probably go to first base there.
See how they score that. I would think it has to be a hit. That was not an easy play.
Agreed. Goes down to a knee. Makes a heck of a play, and then he's going to have to find a way to get out there.
They just scored a fielder's choice, no error. I'll make a bold statement, Todd. That's a cop-out call.
Yeah,
it's either an error or a hit.
You don't really see that too. I've never heard of that before. Yeah, you got to figure out it's one way or another. I would lean towards hit.
1-1 on Stanton. Oh, now they give an E6. So there you go. Two and one on Stanton. Verdugo's looking up at the scoreboard, sees error, goes, "Are you kidding me?"
I've been there. I've been there. As selfish as it sounds, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, might be making a call after the game so you get that one switched. And sometimes it depends on what happens during the inning too. So either way, they're in a good situation right now. Bases loaded, 3-1 count.
Awfully tough error on Crawford. 3-1. 3-2. So a full count with the bases loaded, 1 out.
3-1 changeup, bases loaded, dotted on the outer half. The confidence to throw that pitch.
Grounded, foul. Three-two, swing and a miss. Chase ball 4, 2 away.
Yeah, this ball started out of the zone and stayed out, just in swing mode there. Man, if he stayed with that same approach, even with 3-2, it'd be bases loaded again with a run scored. We've all been there before as hitters.
Rizzo looks it into the glove of Zavala for a strike. Soto's at third, Judge at second, Verdugo is at first. Driven down the right field line, it is a foul ball.
Just gets out in front. Same as yesterday, about 4 feet off.
Trent Thornton is up in the bullpen. Be the 90th pitch upcoming for Castillo with 2 outs here in the 5th. One and 2. Rizzo calls time. Swing and a miss. Castillo comes back to strike out Stanton, and Rizzo and the Yankees leave the bases loaded. Got a pitcher's duel here in the Bronx. 2-0 Yanks. Hey Bob, Montefiore Einstein scoreboard 2-0 Yankees. Ty France leads off against Heel. Pitch outside 1-0. Yankees had a chance to extend their lead last inning, but a strikeout of Stanton, a strikeout of Rizzo left the bases loaded. So Castillo got tough to keep it right there. One and 2. Just one base runner over 5 innings for Seattle, and that was J.P. Crawford. Volpe got to the ball and then dropped it as he's transferring it to his throwing hand. It would have been an out, but they gave Crawford a hit. So whether it's a hit or an error, it's, well, that kills the perfect game, but he could still be working on a no-hitter if they did change that to an error. Just missed.
Considering the circumstances, I think Anthony would tell you probably a play he should have made. Kind of the same old deal with Verdugo over there. They both made the plays. Both were just as hard.
Well, there's ball 4 as France walks open up the 6th. Well, this is the play in the 4th inning that we're talking about. Not an easy play.
Got to it. Just a little quick with the hands there, not knowing how much time he really had. JP's a fast runner. But again, he did make the play just like Crawford did, and just quick bobble.
So Crawford gets a hit, and Verdugo sees it called an E6. There's a strike. Couldn't hold up. Yankees with 6 hits. Seattle with just that one. You know, the success of Heel shows you the randomness of baseball. I mean, every part of baseball, there's some aspect of luck involved, and Hill was not making the team. He had already been optioned down to minor league camp. And then Garrett Cole's elbow started to bark. They had an open competition for that spot. And Hill ended up winning the competition, and here he is. I don't think it's hyperbolic to say he's one of the best pitchers in the American League this year.
Yeah, without a doubt. And you didn't expect this. You expected a guy to come in, give you that spot start, hoping for the best. And now he's on the mound. You're hoping to be number one.
So here's the comp between Cole's first 9 and Hill's first 9. Pretty similar. He's really given the Yankees a boost because when they lost Cole, they had to think, oh my goodness, here we go again. And Hill has stepped in and given you Cole type of performance.
Great numbers. He's controlling the hitters. And he's, like I said before in the pregame, he's not doing too much. Get your pitch from your catcher and trust what you throw. When you have that ability and have that trust between those two, good things happen and they move on.
France was leaning.
And Michael, Garrett Cole very much wants to see Luis Heel succeed on the mound. We've seen him multiple times this season going over to him, talking to him, helping him through things. After his last start, Heel called Cole the Professor. When I asked Cole if he liked that nickname, he just kind of smiled. He said, I can tell him things, but he's the one that has to do it out there on the mound. And he has certainly taken the advice from not only him, but clearly the instruction of Matt Blake and the rest of the staff. And it is translated at this level very well.
Well, the professor indeed. He talks with every single one of the pitches, goes over things. He's a student of the game, not just a great pitcher. Now you do wonder about the innings. So this is his usage. The most he's ever thrown in a season is 108.2. So this is his third most innings ever pitched, and it's only the end of May.
And there's, Boone said there's no real restriction.
No. I mean, in the past, and it's the recent past, Todd, they would allow you to go 40 innings more than you had pitched the year before. It was a gradual progression, but now with all the machines and the optics that they have, they can see if you're tiring. So why come up with a number like they did with Jabba Chamberlain as Zabala goes down on strikes? I mean, those were famous, the Jabba rules, and really handcuffed Joe Torre and his staff to use a guy that was really a great pitcher. But I don't think that applies anymore.
No, not anymore. And it's not like he throws 90. He throws in the upper 90s, and it makes you wonder, makes you worry a little bit, like, hey, is that shoulder going to hold up? How's that arm going to be? But he's been cruising right along.
Crawford fouls it back. Another question I always get every single day, at least one or two callers on my radio show. Well, what happens when Cole comes back? What are they going to do? What pitcher is going to leave the rotation? And, usually those decisions are made for you. The baseball gods strike somebody down, and all of a sudden there's an injury, and you don't have to worry about it. But I asked Aaron Boone, he said, I have not even thought about it. Which, I mean, all due respect, Aaron, I find that hard to believe. I mean, this is a very analytic-driven organization. I think they think of everything and run through all the probabilities. But he said they have not talked about it because Cole might not come back for 4 or 5 weeks. Why should I worry about it now?
Well, on the flip side of that as well, when you're winning, you don't really worry about anything else. If they were losing, I think it would be a different story. Is it in the cards to have that 6-man rotation? I believe so, just because you can cruise Cole back in there and give him, you know, extra days to come back in.
Crawford down looking.
Little two-seamer backed him up there. That's not a good feeling there if you're J.P. Crawford. Fastball looks like it's coming in. Says, you know what? We're going to go the other way. 7th strikeout on cruise control.
There's Dylan Moore. Well, it's going to delight the Yankee left fielder, Alex Verdugo. They've changed that E6 to a hit, Todd.
I tell you what, you talk about it sometimes, it changes on a whim.
Now, you know, change the Crawford hit to an E6, and then we got ourselves some nail-biting time.
Listen, and I think it would have stayed the same if a run scored. And that's the part about baseball you don't understand. Sometimes you want to stick with your guns, but I do believe that was a hit because it was a tough play all around. Catch the ball, field the ball, make the out.
Victor Gonzalez up for the Yankees as the pitch count climbing on Heel. He's at 88. And there's a strike. Moore was taken off his arm guard.
Look at that. You could barely see the ball. Look how long those fingers are. Wow.
Pedro Martinez also had really, really long fingers.
For a shorter guy, yes. Get that extra whip from your wrist and hands.
And good for the change. Because you could really bury the ball deep. 3-2. And there's a walk to Moore. Second walk of the inning, second walk of the game. Remember, it's just 2-0 Yankees, so now the tying runs are on base for Luke Raley.
And there's that change-up look. Doesn't really bury it as far down in his hands in the palm area. But again, baby circle change.
Well, trip to the mound by Matt Blake. Talking things over with Heel. The battle with Raley that they had in the 4th inning was a 10-pitch at bat. Raley ended up striking out. But Raley saw a lot of his offerings, a lot of his pitches, so we'll see what this at bat looks like. Verdugo just ran over to Judge and jumped up and gave him a high hip. I think he's happy he got himself a hit. Seizes on the scoreboard.
100%. You don't miss a beat when you're on that field. Could change your whole outcome, how you look and play that day.
Fouled away. You can see Cole telling Rizzo, go talk to Heel. Slow him down a little bit.
He looks like he could be a manager one day. Look, he's got the posture, the antics.
0-2. You ever have a pitcher as a teammate that was that involved?
Johnny Cueto was one that comes to mind. Definitely. Talk all the time.
Oh, that was close. Trevino got out of his crouch, was headed to the Yankee dugout. Then it looked like he turned around and apologized to McKay.
No, I don't think that was an apology. I think he said, dude, you missed it. McKay shook his head no. Sometimes being stern with him, you got to make the right call.
Swing and a miss. Ends up striking out 3 in the inning, much to the delight of the professor. Seattle strands 2, the 2 walks. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Heel's been awesome. 2-0 Yanks. June 5th, when the Yankees take on the Twins, it's Juan Soto basketball jersey night. First 18,000 guests in attendance are going to receive a Juan Soto basketball jersey, courtesy of Cannon. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning on the Montefiore Einstein scoreboard. 2-0 Yankees. Luis Castillo's day is done. And they turn to Trent Thornton. This will be his 21st appearance of the year.
We saw Trent the other day. Glaber hit a 3-run homer off him.
And there's a strike to Torres. Torres 1 for 2, single to left, and then wrapped in with 6-4-3 double play. One and one. Pretty big day in Yankee history. We go back to 1995. That one's chopped back to Thornton, and he tags out Glaber for the first out. On this date, 1995, Mariano made his debut in Anaheim against the Angels as a starter.
You don't see this too often. Tags the runner out from the pitcher right back to him. Just want to get in the dugout as quick as possible there. Actually saw that last night to Mariano.
You did?
He gave up a home run to Jim Edmonds.
Yeah. 3 1/3 innings, 5 runs, 8 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts.
Did you think he'd be the guy he was?
No.
After that first outing.
Oh, that took a bad hop off the glove of France, allowing Cabrera to reach.
That, my friends, will be a knock, too. That was a tricky bounce there. That's good placement. None other than that. Oh, took a ricochet to his right or left if you're looking at the screen.
And they give him an error.
Wow. Interesting.
Mercy. Here's Trevino.
The element's got to play a part in that, no?
Oh, 0-2 on Trevino, who's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Trevino down on strikes. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, he was on his heels his whole bat here. Way off the plate. Maybe looking for that sinker in. Never got it. Look at the hands come away from the body. When you get that extension, you're in trouble.
Here's Anthony Volpe. 1-0. There's a strike. Runner goes, the throw to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Cabrera.
Not a bad time to go up 2-0. Well, that's going to be real close too. Oh, I think if he does get him on the shoulder there, the back of the arm, oh, he's out.
Well, this challenge replay is brought to you by Citizens Made Ready.
And again, looking at this replay, tried reaching that left arm in there, tag. Yeah, that one's not even close. Seen 3 of those this whole series go the way for the Mariners. Unless I'm seeing something different, Michael.
I think he's going to rethink not wearing the oven mitt. He would have gotten there. Mariners are jogging off the field. They saw the replay on the board, so they're pretty sure it's going to be overturned.
Oswaldo doesn't even want to look at the replay. They're all off the field. It would be funny if they said that he was safe, and then there'd be mayhem. Just think about all the calls when the review wasn't around. How many missed calls were there?
Yep.
That could go on either side. Something as simple as that, where he looks safe, and then you look back like, man.
Let's see. Well, the mic's not working, but the arm is, so they overturned the call, and Oswaldo's out trying to steal. We go to the 7th inning. It's 2-0 Yankees. Audi vehicle, your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. Luis Gil has been electric.
Yeah, he's got 8 awesome strikeouts here. 3 on fastballs, 3 on change, 2 on sliders. Man, they've been coming in and out, getting out of jams left and right, doing what he does best. And when he's out there, guess what? We're expecting this now, every time.
Yep. 2-0 Yankees, just 1 hit. Gil's allowed over the first 6. And despite having a pitch total of 95, he's out there to start the 7th inning. Mitch Garver up first. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the Seattle order. High fly ball, deep left center. Going back is Judge. He's on the track. Makes the play in front of the wall for the first out. And that's all that Boone wanted out of him. He wanted him to get the righty Garver.
Fastball. Heels like, stay in. Come on. Huge out there. It was kind of preconceived. He was getting that one batter and moving on.
What a performance. 1 infield hit over 6 1/3. Listen to the hand. This is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. And by Ford, the official SUV of the Yankees. 11 straight start with 5 or more innings and 2 runs or fewer by Yankee starters. And that's a Yankee record. Pretty amazing run they're on. Victor Gonzalez out of the bullpen. Deals a strike to the pinch hitter, Haniger. So Haniger pinch hitting for Canzone. Luis Gil with a smile that you could read by and showing his appreciation of the crowd's hand.
There's been a lot of the hat tips, even on the road for him. The smile can light up a room from him.
Check the swing, 1 and 2. Just 1 infield single over 6 1/3 innings against Gil. Stanek and Spire heating up. Nick Birdie up. You wonder if the thinking changes if the Crawford hit was scored in E6.
Yeah, I think with the pitch count, I don't think it changes that much.
Right, probably this inning.
Maybe give him this inning and see where he went from there.
Because if you do the math, let's say he got out of this inning with 105 pitches. Well, he's got 2 more innings. That would bring him to 130. This is a guy who missed, almost 2 seasons with Tommy John. I don't think he let the no-hitter stand in the way.
Yep, be happy with what you did and move on.
3-2 on the pinch hitter Haniger. Grounded to Volpe. 2 outs. America's heroes need your help. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at t2t.org. Here is Julio Rodriguez. And there's a ground ball to third. Good job by Gonzalez. Heel appreciates it. His stat line is complete for the day. 6 1/3, 1 run, no hits. At the end of 6 1/2, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Yankees lead 2-0, but we'll stay right here as they honor America in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you rise and remove your caps and please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Navy Petty Officer 2nd Class, 99-year-old Quirino Altieri from Watertown, New York, who served in World War II. The Yankees say, thank you for your sacrifice and service to our nation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us and sing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
For Seattle, Castillo on 5, Heel 6 1/3. Another home run for Judge. J.P. Crawford, the only single. And we told you about the Yankee starters, 11 straight starts of 5 or more innings and 2 or fewer runs. First time in franchise history. Mitch Haniger takes over in right field. He had pinch hit for Canzone. Thornton's still in there. Volpe was up when Cabrera was caught stealing. So he leads off the bottom of the 7th, count 1-1. Anthony extended his hitting streak to 16 straight with a looping single left in the first inning. He's 1 for 3. One and one.
Little cutter right there. Underneath. Try and stay on top and through the zone.
There's a base hit to left center field. Volpe's going to go for two. Here's the throw. He gets himself a hustle double. That's his 15th multi-hit game of the year.
Made the big adjustment there. Was underneath the first one. Came back with it. Little bobble from Rayleigh out in left field. Like you said, hustle double. He's coming hot right out of the box. Smells that double. Slight hesitation. Nobody's catching him.
Well, with Soto coming up, Service takes the ball from Thornton. He departs. A lefty coming on. Volpe's at second. Soto's at the plate. 2-0 Yanks. Yes is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. By Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center and by Hyundai. With a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. Greatest city in the world. On a beautiful Thursday afternoon, Gabe Spire, one of the two lefties in the bullpen, he comes in to face Juan Soto. Tough assignment.
Very tough, as you know. Spire fastball, as well as sinker slider guy. Soto's going to pick one pitch out here and hopefully stay on it. Soto giving it to him. Most likely a strike right there. But he said, sorry, I'm getting that call right now.
Runner goes to third. The throw to third. Not in time. Stolen base for Volpe and heads up by Soto. He saw Volpe going and then he squared the bunt just to be a little bit of a distraction.
What a great jump here. And Soto with the smart move, fake punt. He'll take a strike to get a runner on third base. Volpe doing everything right now.
And now the infield comes in with a runner at third. Grounded foul. Nice play by Travis Chapman, first base coach. Infield in, runner at third, nobody out. Bottom of the seventh. 2-2. Spire's walks are up this year. He already has 10 this season. He only had 11 all of last year, so 10 here at the end of May.
Yeah, and he can still be patient here. You saw he take that slider with ease. He's looking to go the other way. He wants to see that fastball deeper to drive it to the left.
Fouls that one away. Right in on the hands. Got a piece of the catcher, Zavala.
Battle tested here. Slider starts at his front hip. Tough to stay on that one. Doesn't leak. A little fidgety in your lower half. But with 2 strikes.
Now, Volpe stealing third makes him 12 for 12 stealing third in his career. That's the most in the majors since last season without being caught. So when he takes off for third, he makes it. Judge on deck. 3-2 count on Soto, who calls time. Ground ball through for a base hit. Volpe scores. It's an RBI single for Soto. It's 3-0 Yanks. And that's a combined base hit there, Todd. He steals third, forces the infield in, ball squeezes through.
Yeah, and it just found a hole. That's basically what it was. Communication on the right side wasn't there. Flip of the bat. Good at bat. He's seen a lot of pitches today. His last 3 at bats, gets the walk from one, strikes out from the other, finds a way to get it through. Doing the simple things as well. Doesn't need the home run all the time. A little more separation of the lead. Just gets on top of it a little bit. Guess what? Not how hard you hit it sometimes, as we've seen through this whole series for both.
Now, statistically, that bodes well for the Yankees because the Yankees are 9-0 this year when Judge and Soto drive in a run in a game. Well, Judge already has his home run. Soto's just picked up a ribby. Let's see if that stat holds up. The 0-2. Still 0-2. Runners in scoring position. He's hitting .357. 6th best in the American League. Left field. And it's over the head of Raleigh and up against the wall. Soto steaming around third, but they hold him there. Judge picks up a double. Big day for Judge. Home run, double, 2 walks.
Yeah, this ball was scorched to left. Fastball. Middle of the plate and up. Keeps the hands through. Again, I always talk about the noise that comes off this bat. One hopper off the wall. Nothing you can do. Soto round in third. Nice hold up there by Luis. But his posture is just right on par right now. Smooth as silk.
Infield comes in. Verdugo at the plate. He's 1 for 3. Pitch outside. 3-0 Yankees. They have 11 hits. Seattle has just 1. One and 1. .32 extra base hits this season. It's the most in the majors. Fly ball center field. Should be deep enough to score Soto. Rodriguez makes the catch. The throw comes to third. It's a sac fly for Verdugo. And it's a 4-0 Yankee lead. Faces the requisite 3. So Service will call on a right-hander to face Stanton. Yankees lead 4-0. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Stay right here. Best lefty-righty pairings throughout baseball history. Jimmy Fox, Ted Williams, Hank Aaron, Eddie Matthews. Pretty good deal. Willie and Willie McCovey. Clemente and Stargell. A little more current. We go A-Rod and Griffey. And Manny and David Ortiz. And now, 2 pretty good cards the Yankees hold, Soto and Judge.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Soto and Judge, man. This is a new world order with these 2 guys coming in here in the Bronx. They both fit in well. Hitting doubles, hitting homers. Now you go back in time, those are some really, really good hitters. 33 hits in the last 25 games. Number 11, lucky number 11, 11 singles, doubles, and home runs. Absolutely fantastic work.
Mike Baumann takes over. And that one is off the glove of Zavala. Goes straight up in the air as Judge will advance to third on the wild pitch. And that'll force Seattle to bring in the infield again. They just got Bauman last night. Trade with Baltimore for catchers Michael Perez and Blake Hunt. Bauman had a 3.44 ERA with Baltimore, but his strikeout and swing and miss rates were ticking down. Pitch is high. And Bauman deals. Up and in.
I don't think he'd like that one too much. Anything close to the face there, you're going to worry.
Especially what he's gone through when he got hit in the face while with the Marlins. There's ball 4. So Stanton works a walk. The Yankees looking to tack on, make these last 2 innings a little more breathable. Let's see if they send out a pinch runner for Stan. They will. And that makes sense. Jahmai Jones, pinch runs for Stanton. So first and third, one out. Here is Rizzo, who's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Tell you what, Jones getting a humongous lead at first base. If he wants to go, he can go.
Tell you what, very jumpy over there. That's like the new thing the Yankees got going on. Some hitters might not like it in the box. Some don't mind. If you can get to second for me, I would be happy.
Well, he draws a throw with his jumpiness. High fly ball. Deep right center. That's going to get in. Judge, he tags and scores. Jones heads back to first. Sac fly for Rizzo, and the Yankees are up 5-0.
Baseball 101. Get a pitch you can drive, runner on third, less than 2. Get one up in the zone. Almost a long ball, but at the same time does the job.
There's Gleyber Torres. Gleyber 1 for 3. One and 0. Runner goes. Throw to second. Stolen base for Jones.
Seems like an ongoing trend here. When they're up with 2 outs, they're going to steal. Finally gets that hand in there for a stolen base in this series.
Bauman deals, and that one gets by Zavala, and Jones now advances to third with 2 outs.
Bauman doesn't look comfortable at all here, especially the first at bat against Stanton. First pitch in the dirt, now another one.
New team, probably want to make an impression. Might be a little tight. Trade was made last night. So far, not good. See if they green light Torres. Ball 4. And Pete Woodworth, pitching coach, will go out and talk with Mike Bowman. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Nick Birdie's ready to pitch the 8th inning for the Yanks. Yankees 5 runs on 11 hits. Seattle no runs on just 1 hit. Another brilliant start by Luis Heel. He went 6 1/3, so the Yankee bullpen will have to somehow manage to get 8 outs. They've already got 2 of them, so 6 more to go. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Conference is over. Bauman on the mound. Pitches high to Oswaldo Cabrera. Now it looks like they gave Oswaldo a hit on the initial scoring of France on an E3. So France has the E3 taken away. And Oswaldo is now 2 for 3. Grounded to second. Moore is there. That'll do it. But the Yankees get 3 runs here in the 7th. They leave 2. We go to the 8th at 5-0 Bombers. Played for 9 teams, 314 wins, a lot of strikeouts, and 2 Cy Youngs. He's in the Hall of Fame. I got this one.
21 years of baseball.
Hyundai scoreboard. Yankees lead 5-0. Victor Gonzalez remains in. Pinch hitting for Josh Rojas is Luis Urias. You want a clue?
I would love one.
Think wet.
Okay.
1-1. Now mine's all over the place right now. Sounds like he's throwing hard. Foul ball.
Buddy Jack Curry. Didn't even ask him and he gave me.
What was he telling you for?
Well, I wouldn't have known. I still don't know. I mean, it's my guy. He's got to help me out.
All right. Jersey guys stick together. Urias down on strikes. Let's check out Verizon projected starters. This is what we have for the Padres series. Rodon against Darvish tomorrow. Stroman and Cease. And then Schmidt and Musgrove. That's pretty good matchups there. Looking forward to that series. Beautiful ballpark, Petco. You like hitting in Petco?
I did.
Yeah.
Very comfortable, good weather. Nice atmosphere, one of the prettiest landscapes of all in baseball, too.
One and one on France. France is 0 for 1 with a walk. Ooh, he gets plunked. So France hit by a pitch.
Yeah, you got the elbow guard there. Yeah, got it, though. I mean, that helps. Still stings a little bit.
Got hit twice.
Yeah.
Bing, bing.
The leg.
Well, that hip.
Yeah, the leg part might have been the stinger.
And that is going to do it for Victor Gonzalez. So Boone goes to the bullpen. Zavala due up. Yankees lead 5-0. Stay right here. Here are the clues. A lot of teams, a long career. And he threw a spitball. Gaylord Perry.
Spitballs are wet. You were right.
Yep. Although he used Vaseline. May 6, 1982, he got his 300th win while pitching for Seattle. He got Willie Randolph to ground out the Cruz. And that'll do it. So 300 wins for Gaylord Perry. Nick Birdie deals a ball to Zavala. Birdie's 12th game. Now, France got hit by Gonzalez. 85th time he's been hit since 2021. That leads the majors. That's even ahead of Anthony Rizzo. It's a lot of hit by pitches right there. A lot of bruises. Two and one. In the series, Mariners have shown some fight. They do not go down quietly. Yesterday, they pulled to within 2 with a 3-run home run. They just don't roll over. 2-2. Three and 2 on Zavala. J.P. Crawford is on deck. And he walked him. So first and second, one man out. Back to the top of the order. Crawford is 1 for 3. The only hit in the game for Seattle. Hit a ball to the right of Volpe. Volpe gloved the ball. This was in the 4th inning. And then in his haste to make the throw, he dropped the ball. And Crawford was given a hit. That's the only hit allowed by Yankee pitching. And a strike. Clay Holmes heating up. Pitched in the first game of the series. The Yankees had a 4-1 lead. He gave up 4 runs in the 9th inning, and they lost that first game to Seattle. 0-2 on Crawford.
It's crazy to see. As a pitcher, you face a right-handed batter, everything's coming across your body. Then you get a lefty, and you kind of calm down a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Chase that fastball up and away. 2 down.
Started him off with a slider, came back. 2 finishers with fastballs there. He's paid in on the outer half. Not an easy at bat there for JP.
There's Dylan Moore, 0 for 2. 5 for 12 in this series. Fouled it back. No, with Gaylord Perry being the name that Yankee today, David Cohn was rehabbing with the Royals in '85. and he would be working with Gaylord Perry, and he begged Gaylord Perry to teach him the spitter. Begged him. And Gaylord refused. He said, your stuff is already good enough to succeed, and he would not give him the secret sauce.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Did he want to keep it himself, or he just said, you know, you're too good, don't even worry about it, he didn't want to change anything?
He said, you're too good right now, but, I mean, he wrote a book about it, told everybody, he said, me and the spitter, told everybody how he did it. I guess David didn't want to read it. And there's a walk. So what a rally here for Seattle. Bases loaded on 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And now you have to face the dangerous Luke Raley. France is at third, Zavala at second, Crawford is at first. And here comes Boone.
Took his time getting out there.
Gave Holmes a couple more pitches to throw out there. So now Clay Holmes would come on to face Luke Raley. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Yankees lead 5-0.
Couple numbers here. He was looking good through this whole outing, and there's 1 single by Julio Rodriguez getting over the first, and then Glaber, same kind of deal, came through. Error on first base, then a little bleeder in the center field, and the wheel started spinning. Then the first hard hit ball to right field to go up 1. Gave up 4 runs that inning.
Most he's given up all year.
Big spot right here, bases loaded.
Only runs, excuse me.
And the pitch to Raley is low. So his ERA jumped from 0 to 1.74. There's a ground ball. Grabbed there by Glaber. And Holmes gets it done with 2 pitches. No runs, no hits, no errors, and the bases are left loaded. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Well, fans, after the final out, get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and you'll hear from Aaron Boone on the Managers Report. Plus, a look ahead to the upcoming series with the Padres. That's all coming up on the W.B. Mason Yankees postgame. Well, after Monday, Todd, that had to make Clay Holmes feel pretty good.
Yeah, back in the dugout, can breathe again a little bit. First pitch was a ball. You start thinking a little bit, here we go again, and then gets the rollover. Nice play by Glaber to help him out. But yes, he's still going to be just fine. One of the best closers in baseball.
Edward Bizzardo, 5th pitcher used by Scott Service in Seattle. And Austin Wells will pinch hit for Trevino. Check swing. On Wells.
Been a really good combination of him and Trevino this year. Something that you can look forward to and comfort with whoever's throwing on the mound.
Now, after this game, Seattle will head to D.C. This weekend. They face the Nationals 3 games to finish up their long road trip, and the Yankees head to San Diego after this game. Popped up. Urias is there to make the play. One away. Here's Anthony Volpe. He started the Yankees' 3-run rally in the 7th. That gave them some breathing room. He doubled to left center. Anthony's 2 for 4. 15 multi-hit games this year. Bizzardo missed the first 6 weeks of the season with a rotator cuff strain. Made his debut of the season on May 9th. Two on one.
You know, you think about all the home runs Yankees hit and extra base hits. This is the guy that gets a kickstart, and when he's going as hot as he is, you know, all those home runs will go over the top of him, but he's doing it as well.
I mentioned that he has 15 multi-hit games, and we're not even a third of the way through the season yet, and he had 23 multi-hit games all last year. Grounded to short. Crawford. Little backhand scoop there by France. 2 down. There's Juan Soto. You do not envy a pitcher who has to navigate Soto and Judge. Pick your poison.
Soto shaking his head. He saw 2 of them now.
Two and one. In the early days of baseball, the Wainer brothers were called Little Poison and Big Poison. Is this the sequel to that? Ground ball to second. And that'll do it as Bizzardo retires the Yankees in order. We go to the 9th. The Yankees try to get the final 3 outs to split this series. 3 games in San Diego, an off day in Anaheim Monday, and then 3 games against the Angels, and then Northern California against the Yankees with 3 games at that beautiful ballpark against the Giants. Right here in the Bronx, it's 5-0. Mariners have just 1 hit. Mitch Garver will lead off against Clay Holmes. Holmes came in with the bases loaded, 2 outs, got Raley to ground to second to get out of the jam. An announced crowd of 43,121 on this Thursday afternoon in the Bronx. Oh, 0-2 on Garver. And there's a clean base hit to center field. Second hit for Seattle.
0-2 pitch there. Sinker got too much of the plate. Clean hit, as you said. Once you get ahead, man, maybe try that slider just to get him thinking something else.
There's Mitch Haniger. Wells is behind the plate after pinch hitting for Trevino. There's a strike. There's that slider, 0-2.
You have to be prepared for the two-seamer because the late action of it, making sure you're in the right spot. And then when you throw that, it changes everything.
Strike 3. Haniger down looking.
Went back to that slider. Got a friendly call right there.
Very friendly.
Clay Holmes will take that. Scott Service is like, what is going on?
Rodriguez is 0 for 3, 1 for 15 in this series, and there's a strike. The Yankees have held down this brilliant young superstar. Oh and 2. Up and away, 1-2. So the Yankees swept the White Sox and now trying to split these 4 games with Seattle. That would give them a 5-2 homestand. Well, that one just missed. Guess they can't complain after the other call they got. No. Looked outside.
Yes, it was.
Swing and a tip into the glove of Wells, and the Yankees are 1 out away. Follow Yes Network on TikTok for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, game highlights, and the latest Yankees news. Don't miss out. Join the ultimate sports community today. Polanco will pinch hit for Urias. And a strike.
Think about when I was younger coming in and pitch hitting and you got to face the best pitcher. It's not a fun at bat at all.
One and one on Polanco. Two and one. The rain held off all day after a miserable morning. Turned into a lovely afternoon for a matinee. Yankees leading 5-0 here, 2 outs in the 9th, runner on first. Now 1 strike away.
The one consistency of Clay Holmes, he never lives in the middle of the plate. It's either down, out, up, away. And that's why he's such a good closer, such a good pitcher, because he's getting those swings and misses.
Fly ball left field. On the run is Verdugo. It's a base hit inside the foul line. Holding up at second is Garver. A pinch hit single for Polanco, and the Mariners still alive.
Look at the movement on that. He had no clue where he hit it. Found a way to get a piece. Bloop one down the left field line. And still got a little action here for the Mariners. Not going down quietly.
Here's Ty France. He's walked and was hit by a pitch and grounded to third. So 0 for 1. 1-0. Now you don't want Holmes to have to throw that many pitches, because then that puts tomorrow in doubt whether or not they could use him. That should be the final pitch. And that's the final out. Ball game. Yankees win 5-0. So the Yankees split the 4-game set. When you lose the first 2 of a 4-game set and you split, you certainly like it. So the Yankees get their 35th win. And they're 6-0-2 on home series this season. 6th time in franchise history they've done that. So good stuff for the Yankees as they continue to win. Now they head out on the road.
Yeah, and it started with Luis Gil coming in and dominating. He had every pitch working for him today. Used that changeup a lot more. 8 strikeouts, 6 1/3 innings. Tip of the cap to him. Homers came again early and often. Stanton, Judge doing what they do best, and these outfielders just playing the game of baseball the right way.
All good in Yankee land as they will head to San Diego in a couple of hours. Right now, Yankees celebrate a 5-0 victory. We'll come back in the postgame after that.